Take you to school real quick on the mark of the beast, the Antichrist, and the 7 Noahide laws. We'll start with the 7 Noahide laws first. 7 Noahide laws came to the U.S. in 91 and was signed into law by President Bush, and they haven't been enforced. The Noahide laws came over from the Sanhedrin over there in Israel. The crux of these laws pretty much is if you worship Jesus Christ, that's idolatry punishable by death. So that's a big problem. These Noahide laws have been signed by every president since 91, including Trump twice. So I'm not too sure that Trump read them fully. I don't think Trump fully read the Noahide laws because it's 7 of them, and the up front ones are 7 things that kind of make sense. But as you go in deeper and stuff like that, that's where you find out what they do with Christians. And you know they don't believe in Christianity over there. They don't believe in Jesus as the Messiah that had already came. They don't think the Messiah came yet. But the Bible says he did. Anyway, the Antichrist is going to be a religious figure that comes on the scene that is supernatural in speech. He's going to be mesmerizing in his speech. He's going to be mesmerizing in his appearance. He's going to unite all the religions into one religion, and he's going to be a man of world peace. That's how he's going to present himself. And all the nations, most of the nations are going to be following after him, and he's going to form a one world religion, and everybody has to bow down to him. And anybody that doesn't, for instance, Christians, if the Christians won't reject Jesus and join this Antichrist and his system, they're going to kill you. That's right. And then you won't be able to buy, trade, or sell unless you take the mark of the beast and join this Antichrist guy. Take a pledge to him and denounce Jesus. That's what will be required. So they can have you somewhere underground and they'll be like, hey, just denounce Jesus and we'll have food and shelter and a warm place for you to sleep. And if you don't reject Jesus and denounce Jesus, they'll threaten you and say, well, we're going to kill your family in front of you first, and then we're going to kill you. So do you want to reject Jesus and live and eat food and all this wonderful stuff, or do you want to die for Jesus? So that's the choice that you're going to be forced to make by this coming new world order dictatorship. It's a one world religious dictatorship in a nutshell. That's pretty much what it is. And it's going to control a one world government, a one world economy, a one world everything, and you won't be able to participate unless you bow down to their Messiah, the Antichrist. They're rebuilding the temple over there in Jerusalem, and he's gonna go and sit there in that temple and pretend to be God, and he's gonna blaspheme the God of the Bible. He's gonna blaspheme Jesus. He's gonna be talking down on Jesus and talking down on the Bible and talking down on Christians, and he's gonna force people to worship him and be a part of his system. So just know the real God is a gentleman. He don't force anybody to do anything. He gives you a choice. Anything that's killing people or forcing people to do it is not of God. As Jesus Christ and his disciples, their whole time on earth, they didn't kill not one person. And when one of Jesus' troopers chopped the guy's ear off, Jesus healed the guy's ear. So that lets you know right there that Jesus Christ, he didn't do any of that stuff. You know, Catholics been killing Christians left and right, you know, back in the day and stuff like that. And Christians get blamed for the murders that Catholics did to people all around the world. So just know that anything that's doing stuff like that is not of God, not of Christ, or anything like that. So Christians, don't think that you can say, okay, you know what, I'm going to join your Antichrist system and I'll just ask God to forgive me later on. No, that doesn't work, because the Bible's talking about anybody that joins, takes the mark of the beast or joins that Antichrist system will not be able to repent, and God won't accept it. You won't be accepted by God, and you won't be able to go to heaven, and you'll be stuck here, and you'll be going through all kind of plagues and pains and all kind of stuff that's going to be happening to the people that took the mark of the beast. It's going to be hell on earth for the people that took the mark of the beast. So just letting you know that right now. So I love you guys out there, and I just wanted you to know this so you won't get taken off guard, because it's a big deception coming, and it's gonna pretty much fool the entire world and pretty much the church. You know, they're gonna be just taken by this off guard because of how mesmerizing this Antichrist guy is gonna be, and how charismatic he's gonna be, and great in speech and appearance and all that stuff, and they're just gonna fall for that stuff, hook, line, and sinker. All those that don't know the Bible. So you want to get up to speed about this stuff, you can start listening to prophecyclub.com. Stan Johnson, he's really good on talking about this. And you can go open up your Bible to Revelation, start reading in Revelation, and start reading in 2 Thessalonians. It's telling you all about it. The 666 mark of the beast and all that stuff. It's all up in there. Alright? You know, I know you like playing video games, but hey, your video game will get interrupted with the things that's going to be coming into the world. So you're going to want to be prepared, and you're going to not want to be taken off guard and make the wrong choice, because the choice you make is going to be an eternal choice. So just know you can't reject Christ. That's all you got to know. You cannot reject the God of the Bible, the Jesus Christ. And if it come with a false Christ, because the Bible warns about false Christ coming on the scene too, just know the real Jesus Christ, he doesn't come down as a flesh man. He comes down as a God. And the first thing the real Jesus Christ does when he's coming back to earth, he burns up his enemies with fire from his words. His words will set people on fire, literally. His word will burn and cut like a sword. So that's how the real Jesus Christ returns. He returns as a God with power, undeniable power. And it said every eye will see him. Even these satanic freaks that's hiding out underground and all their underground bases, they will all see Christ coming at the same time. So every eye will see Christ coming, and every knee will bow. But this fake guy, this Antichrist, this flesh man that's going to have supernatural powers, he's going to be bringing world peace and one world religion and all this garbage, and they're gonna bring out all these suppressed cures that they have. They have cures for everything, but they holding it back, and they're just gonna bring it out when this guy comes so he can get the credit. So I'm just giving y'all heads up and let you know what time it is. Alright, love you guys. God bless you. Peace.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Cooper again the target. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one fly deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets his running back, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Taco Charlton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Bannon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. This is taken at the 10. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? A 1st down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and goal. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, Wentz sliding out of the and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Prescott on first down. Austin's got it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here goes 47.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete here.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Winslow Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. Throwing is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz got to have this one. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Here we go. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go, here we go. 280! Hey, ram!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Wentz. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here we go. 180. Gun. 96.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
186.
Prescott down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hustle.
They come out with one back, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All game. Whoa. Let's get it.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, and go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. gets a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
There we go. 180. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out, get out. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
1st down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
South, baby. That's big south. Check. Here we go. 46. 46.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put your...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Side right here. Side on the right. Side on the right. Here we go. 180. Here we go. Get out. Get out. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. 180.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the cover.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. Flush to his right. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Dancing to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Play action. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz drops it off to Ajayi. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
There we go. Back. 180.
On play action, Wentz. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw is Wentz. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz will keep it, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
46. 46. Here you go. 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.